Bitcoin might reach $100,000. I don't know about you. Have you
It
guys been
might, or
seeing?
it's like really right there.
It's what, like at 70,000 ish.
72, I think it broke a all-time record.
Really interesting stuff going on with Bitcoin. Obviously, we're not crypto or Bitcoin experts at all. If anything, honestly, no one really is, because no one really knows what's going to happen with Bitcoin. It's not controlled by anything. No one really.
Yeah.
Oh, investors are making so much money because people are using the app. Like Bitcoin is attached to nothing basically. It's its own thing.
And like, I do understand the reason why people want to believe in Bitcoin, because there's a limited supply of Bitcoin, so they can't print or make or anything more. There's limited supply, and actually every 4 years there's this thing called the halving, that they're gonna, less of it is gonna be mined. There's more stuff that you could get into, but that's why people invest in it, because it's like a hedge against inflation, a way to make your money grow, and people believe in it. And there's a lot of people that were saying this is gonna go less than 1,000, and we're actually above 72,000. And the craziest thing is, no one really talks about it too much. Like, you do see it a lot on X or Twitter or Instagram, but you still don't see like the average person saying like, oh my god, it's gonna hit. Like, I remember in 2020 they're like, oh my god, it's gonna hit 60, we're at 72, and people are kind of like,
no, it's definitely crypto and everything. It's still not fully adopted yet.
Yeah, because like this chart here says, like, if you see here in 2020, look at that, interest was 100. Right now we're still like, if there's one chart people are going to pay attention when, or people are going to, or the average investor or the normal person, your mom and pop, going to start calling you, be like, hey, how do I invest in Bitcoin? Right now this chart is showing that there was a downturn during 2020, but right now we're starting to peak back up, and we're only at 72. So you said that, are we going to get 100? The chances of hitting 100, if this chart is any true, is interest on Google Trends is starting to go back up.
Yeah, no, it's definitely it's left a sour taste in a lot of people, because just like a lot of people made money, like a lot of people lost money too. So it's definitely a risky investment.
And also, if you're watching, just because we talk about anything, stocks or anything Bitcoin, doesn't mean we're telling you to go buy it. We're just telling you because we're showing you what's going on in the news. That's also something important to point out. Just because we said something, do your own research. Go and look into it. Does this make sense to you? Do you believe in it, or do you understand the product or this, like Bitcoin? Don't just jump in because someone told you. Don't do that.
Whether it's us or anyone, doesn't really matter.
Yeah. And what's funny is right now a lot of people are talking about meme coins on X. There was one that recently, and talking about inflation, like, are we going to hit a recession? So there's this guy on X who put let me tell you, he put $260, and guess how much it went up in a matter of just 3 days. $260 went up to $433,000. Wow. And the name of this coin, which is really funny, is called, I don't even know how to say that, Joe Biden. And it's a picture of Joe Biden. And this is what creates FOMO, because this meme, if you know about meme coins, they have like, they're not like, oh my God, they're going to do this, no, it's just a joke. It's not really because it's a meaningful thing. It's just a joke that has gone viral on social media and people believe in it. He put $200 and he made 400. Who knows if he's selling or is going to sell, or
if he'll be able to get all of that transferred into Bitcoin and then eventually dollars. But even if 10% of that, which is 40,000, that's still crazy.
Yeah. In 3 days, $260. Yeah, so the thing is, like, people are still not, the average person, they always say the average investor still doesn't really pay attention to Bitcoin, and it hit 72,000. I don't know. It wasn't a few months ago we were talking about that they're going to ban it and regulate it. I don't know. It seems like it's just going to keep going higher and higher.
Yeah, it's a weird thing going on with Bitcoin, but obviously all this is happening. It's weird how it's all happening at once, where like like elections, recession, Bitcoin, cryptocurrency, a bunch of stuff is going on all at once.
Yeah. And they recently did ETFs, and that was like a huge thing that you're able to now, you don't have to buy it on Coinbase or these weird markets. You can actually go to your regular stock brokerage and buy an ETF that spots Bitcoin. And it just took 7 weeks for Bitcoin, ETF of Bitcoin, to cross over 10 billion in assets. It's the fastest asset ever in history. The previous record was gold, and it took 2 years. So that's how much interest there is in Bitcoin. People are very interested in Bitcoin because they're not able to legally buy it and not buy it off these sketchy things. So if it's gonna go higher, I don't know. It might, you know.
Yeah, no, it's definitely very interesting.
I really wish I bought more. You know, that's the only thing I always think about. But there's this video that I wanted to show about this kid who bought Bitcoin like a while back, and guess the price of it.
Watching history be made. Bitcoin is now up to $111. It's an all-time high, and it's continuing to rise. I've seen it break 3 times today. It went up to 110, and this is the highest that it's been. It's ridiculous.
So this guy was looking at Bitcoin when it was $100. I hope he never sold, you know, or who knows how many Bitcoin he had. He probably has a yacht in Miami chilling. He probably has like hundreds of people in his boat. If he never sold and he kept buying when it was $100 and now it's 72, my goodness, that guy is balling.
Yeah, no, that's crazy. It's crazy where we are and how it is with crypto. So yeah, that's interesting stuff going on around the world when it comes to cryptocurrency. I mean, you know, we had all that stuff, the scandals that happened with FTX and everything else.
And yeah, and it looks like we literally went from like 17,000 to 70, and I didn't even feel it. Like we went really fast. But are they going to regulate it? Or a lot of people say now that it's in an ETF that they're manipulating the price to get people interested into it. And as soon as they get a lot of people into it, boom. Because that's one thing that a lot of people didn't want Bitcoin into the ETF, because now these powerful institutions are able to manipulate the price much easier. I don't know.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Yeah.
Do you still believe in Bitcoin? Do you have Joe Biden? Don't jump into that meme coin. Do not do that. You're going to lose a lot of money if you start doing that stuff.
Yeah, I know, definitely. Always take precaution. You know, you don't want to put all your money into something that's super risky like this.
Yeah.
Yeah, so super important to do your own research, and, you know, hopefully you guys watch the next episode where we cover a lot of other topics. Leave your comments down below, and we'll see you guys in the next one.